Remember the Coldplay Kiss Cam scandal? The one that exposed a CEO and HR head cheating live at a concert, ruined their company, and set the internet on fire? Well, plot twist, the man who secretly saved them from total ruin is Ryan Reynolds.
Any idea how this collab came about?
Well, we know that the ad agency behind this now viral video is co-owned by Ryan Reynolds.
So, it all started when two of the Astronomer's top executives, Andy Byron and Kristen Cabot, were caught in a passionate cuddle on the Kiss Cam. Both of them were married to someone else. The video went viral within minutes, and it became a full-blown PR nightmare for the company.
Oh, look at these people.
The company's reputation went down the drain. So, what did the PR team at Astronomer do? They went into survival mode, holding countless meetings trying to figure out how to get their brand back on track. It was clear the company needed a miracle, and who better to turn to than Ryan Reynolds? Ryan, with his brilliant marketing mind and a talent for turning disasters into opportunities, was exactly what Astronomer needed. He didn't hesitate. His company, Maximum Effort, was brought in, and the magic began. But this wasn't just about fixing the PR nightmare. It was about flipping the entire script. Ryan didn't just come up with a simple fix. No, he brought in his signature humor and genius timing to create a campaign that completely shifted the narrative.
Airflow.
I think it's genius.
Yeah.
Absolute genius. I think that is probably the best marketing move so far of 2025, even if it goes against traditional instinct of making you look bad. If they had spent $200 million on an awareness campaign, they couldn't have got this type of awareness.
Here's the genius part. Ryan decided to bring in none other than Gwyneth Paltrow as the temporary spokesperson for the campaign. First of all, Gwyneth is the ex-wife of Chris Martin, the Coldplay singer who exposed the couple during a concert. Gwyneth has spent years in the headlines for her own set of controversies. The woman who built an empire with her brand Goop, only to face criticism for promoting questionable health products. If anyone knew how to handle a scandal, it was Gwyneth. So, Ryan knew exactly what he was doing by putting her in front of the cameras.
Hi, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. I've been hired on a very temporary basis to speak on behalf of the 300+ employees at Astronomer. Astronomer has gotten a lot of questions over the last few days, and they wanted me to answer the most common ones.
After all, who better to make light of a situation like this than someone who's no stranger to controversy herself?
She's been perfectly cast. She is a great actress, but she's put the term detox in front of everything and charged $75.
The ad campaign that came out of this partnership was nothing short of legendary. Ryan took a serious issue and spun it into something lighthearted. Instead of focusing on the negative, the campaign spotlighted the services Astronomer offers, like Apache Airflow and machine learning.
Yes, Astronomer is the best place to run Apache Airflow, unifying the experience of running data, ML, and AI pipelines at scale. We've been thrilled so many people have a newfound interest in data workflow automation.
It was as if he took the weight of the scandal and turned it into a joke, but not in a way that undermined the seriousness of the situation. It was a brilliant balance, and it worked. People who were initially only interested in the affair began to focus on Astronomer's actual work. The campaign shifted the attention back to the company, which was exactly what they needed.
Really injected some humor into what was like a pretty non-humorous situation. It helped people see this company in a really more human way, which creates real relationships with their real potential consumers.
But of course, not everyone was happy with how Ryan handled the situation. Critics were quick to point out that the affair was a serious issue. They argued that it was insensitive to turn such a high-stakes drama into a joke. After all, the affair led to two high-ranking executives resigning from their positions. People's lives were being turned upside down, and the fact that it was being laughed about in a campaign rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. They couldn't understand why Ryan would take such a serious issue and treat it as if it were just another piece of entertainment.
Must respect the ability to collect a check from your ex's mess.
It was a brilliant way to take a opportunity where all eyes were on them for something negative and use that attention to show what Astronomer really does.
And it wasn't just the executives who were affected. Kristen's personal life was in turmoil. Rumors swirled that her husband was getting ready to divorce her, especially after her previous divorce only wrapped up in 2022.
Of HR, Kristen Cabot is out, officially resigning after being caught on that now infamous Kiss Cam with her boss, CEO Andy Byron, who stepped down 6 days ago. The 52-year-old was seen for the first time since the scandal, the Daily Mail exclusive with the photo of her, wedding ring off, watering plants outside her $2.2 million New Hampshire home.
Andy wasn't in a much better position. His wife was reportedly furious after learning about his affair, even going so far as to remove his name from her Facebook profile.
Byron has a wife and 2 teenage sons. His wife has now taken her last name off of Facebook.
It was clear that behind the scenes, things were falling apart for both of them, but they were trying to keep their personal drama from affecting the company's reputation anymore. Still, Ryan pressed on with his plan, and somehow it worked. Well, it worked for the company, but Andy and Kristen are still messed up, and their partners will probably divorce them. The campaign didn't just salvage Astronomer's reputation, it completely transformed it. The shift was monumental, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Gwyneth Paltrow does an amazing job completely dodging the first question, but it's okay. She teaches us what Astronomer actually does, which we don't care.
But the truth is, Gwyneth herself isn't without her own share of controversy. While she may have helped Astronomer turn the tide, her own brand, Goop, has been embroiled in scandal after scandal. Who could forget her Jade Egg product, which she claimed promoted sexual energy and balanced hormones, only for it to later be linked to health risks? Gwyneth had to face a lawsuit and was ordered to pay $145,000 for misleading claims.
Paltrow's lifestyle company has agreed to pay a 6-figure settlement for false advertising. Goop was accused of making unfounded claims about products designed to aid women's sexual and emotional health. A lawsuit filed by prosecutors from 10 California counties claims that Goop did not have scientific backing for health claims about 3 online products.
And then there was the whole bee venom therapy fiasco, where she claimed bee stings could heal old injuries. That too came under fire after a woman tragically died following the procedure. It's not just her products that have caused trouble. Gwyneth has also faced criticism for her workplace culture at Goop. Employees have spoken out about the demanding and hierarchical environment, making it clear that Gwyneth isn't exactly running a utopia behind the scenes. Despite all of this, she's still managing to stay relevant, and somehow, she was the one chosen to help Astronomer navigate its own PR disaster. It's almost like the blind leading the blind, but in the best possible way. And let's not forget about her personal life. Gwyneth's romantic history has been just as public and messy as her business ventures. She was once married to Chris Martin, but their relationship ended in divorce. Before that, she had high-profile relationships with Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck. In both of those, infidelity rumors followed her, although she denied them.
I was totally heartbroken when we broke up, but it was just, the right thing at that time.
Who was better in bed?
That is really hard because, Brad was the sort of major chemistry love of your life kind of at the time, and then Ben was technically excellent.
Despite all the drama in her personal life, Gwyneth has still managed to rise above it all, landing herself a major role in helping Astronomer pull off one of the most successful ad campaigns of the year. Ryan Reynolds' Maximum Effort company did exactly what it set out to do. The campaign wasn't just about cleaning up a mess, it was about transforming it into something positive. Astronomer came out the other side looking better than ever, and its stock price proved it.
CEO noted in a statement, "While I would never have wished for it to happen like this, Astronomer is now a household name. And Paltrow might not win another Oscar for this performance, but social media was largely won over."
So, did Ryan do the right thing by bringing Gwyneth in as the spokesperson? Some say it was a genius move, while others argue that it was just too much and immoral. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below and make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.